Hey, Vsauce Michael here, and I'm talking with Izzy from
Mechanical Dummy.
and let's get started.
Take a seat, Mr. Vsauce.
I had no idea that YouTube would become as big as it is. Back then, I was putting those videos on every single site, and it was called super distribution.
Wow.
And the audiences would be different sizes all over the place. And then finally audiences were like, look, can we just be in one place, please?
And the movie The Shining, right? That changed your life. It really got you to video editing. How did it do that?
It did it through the reappropriation and changing that editors were able to make to it. And I remember sitting in college watching a guy's video where he made The Shining look like it was a feel-good comedy. And I was like, it blew my mind that all of a sudden you could take a piece of culture, change it, own it, and get millions of people to watch it. It just felt like a lot of control and a lot of power, and I was like, I have to try this out.
And you rose to stardom in this Lady Gaga spoof thing. It was it was cool. Talk about the role you played and what made you come with this really creative creature you made.
So I didn't do Vsauce right away.
Yep.
I graduated and went and worked for Barely Political,
Yep.
doing political comedy. Then the 2008 election was over, and we were trying to figure out, well, what do we do next? Mark Douglas, who is a genius, comes up with the key of awesome, and I'm not good at music. So of course, he winds up casting me as the bearded nun. A nun with a beard, this beard in fact. And you can tell how unmusical I am in that he wrote The Nun to have no lines. I don't even speak in them. But I think I did 3 of those? Yeah. One of them I actually shaved my whole beard off for the video. It's pretty cool. And a lot of people don't know about that era. And it'll still get shared sometimes and everyone goes, what, that's Michael? And I'm like, oh yeah. I have a background in some pretty different things.
Cool things. And there's Vsauce, Vsauce 1, Vsauce 2, Vsauce 3. What made you do 3? That's really, really cool. All of them have different type of content, right?
Yeah.
What made you want to do 3 different things?
Well, I started Vsauce 2 so I could do science videos,
Nice.
because Vsauce 1 was supposed to be video game parodies, comedy, whatever. And I'm like, well, I'll do some more educational stuff on Vsauce 2. That stuff I turned out to be, I think, better at, and I had more fun doing, and it was shared really well. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do those on Vsauce 1. And Kevin at the time, who I was working with on Vsauce 1, he got it. He got what made videos work. And I'm like, dude, just take Vsauce 2.
Wow.
Yeah, and Vsauce 2 isn't derivative of Vsauce. It's just another channel with a different personality behind it. And then when I met Jake as an editor for me, I realized he was too good to just be editing little things. So I'm like, dude, you're clearly gonna put your heart and soul into this. We're gonna make a Vsauce 3.
Nice. And you went to the University of Chicago, right?
That's right.
And you studied neuroscience and English literature.
Yeah, neuropsychology and English literature.
And a double major, right?
It was a double major.
And how hard was that, going to school, doing a double major, and then getting to this whole video thing? How challenging was that?
Well, I didn't do the videos until the very end of my college career. And I took the hardest classes when I was a freshman.
Okay.
Here's the thing. They tell you not to do that. They tell you get all the core requirements out of the way first. And then you won't be stuck doing them when you're, a senior. And I was like, no. And so I took the toughest stuff in the beginning, and it really overwhelmed me and forced me to work hard and catch up and meet a lot of way smarter people. It kind of put me in my place and made me realize I'm an idiot compared to a lot of people, and I think that kind of perspective is important. But then by the time I was a senior, I had really simple classes to get out of the way to graduate, and I could focus on working, teaching myself how to edit, and got a job doing just that.
And speaking of smarter people, you come from a very smart family, right? Your father was a chemical engineer, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So where did you get, I guess, did it pass on to you? Must have, right?
I think his curiosity and playfulness passed on to me. I mean, he was the kind of guy who would just ask, how much weight do you lose when you fart? If I fart big enough, will I become a thin person? And I think I've just kind of said, no, Dad, that's not a joke. That's a scientific question, and I'll do the math and make a video about it.
And speaking of playfulness, you were a class clown in high school, is that correct?
That's correct.
And why was that?
Because I probably wanted to be a performer. I mean, not probably, I did. I wanted to be a performer. I did a lot of plays, I did a lot of theater in high school and college, and then with YouTube I'm still acting, I'm still performing, but it is more of an educational kind, which means, I get to take both of those passions I've had, learning and explaining things, and then also performing and smash them together.
And you're still working with Google, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Still living in the UK.
So I live in the UK, that's correct. I've been there for 3 years in London, and I have a girlfriend out there now.
Congratulations.
So thank you. It's been like a year and a half. So I'm an American, but I'm going to stay out there as long as I can. I love it, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get to some photos right now. Are you ready, Mr. Stevens?
I think so.
Okay. So this was you winning the medal back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Hold this photo up and describe how exciting it was.
Okay, so I was really, let me see which medal this is. Okay.
You must be winning a lot.
Right. Well, oh, I see how. So there's like someone else's fingers in
It's
here.
your finger.
Oh, this is me holding.
Yeah, but we want to get the medal points. We want the crop. There's one in your video.
Okay, so anyway, I was really surprised when this happened because this was the first competitive, informative speech I ever gave. And I got first place, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. First of all, I don't deserve this, but second of all, I'm gonna keep doing this and trying, and this was like the first tournament of the year, so most of the actual heavyweights don't come out.
You still won.
Like a trial run. That's why it wasn't as competitive, and I did not get first place all the time. But I think by doing a lot of public speaking when I was a teenager, I got over the nerves. I mean, I had stage fright just like everyone does, but by forcing myself to just feel it over and over again, I lost it.
And that's what makes people love you, because you're so modest, right?
I am the most modest person you will ever meet.
That is right.
It will shock you. There is not a chance you could be any more modest than I am.
Pretty well said.
I'm the best at modesty.
Jimmy Kimmel was such a big deal for you, groundbreaking. How, see, look at the face. How exciting was that?
That was so exciting. I still can't believe I didn't puke during this. I was nervous before this, and I remember I treated it like it was a job, like it was a meeting that I had to go to. And I was back in the green room, and they asked me, hey, who do you want in the room? And I was gonna have my friends come, and I'm like, no. I just want like my agent there.
Wow.
I just want it to feel like this is my job. This is what I'm doing today. It's like what I have to do, and then I'm gonna go home and have dinner. But Jimmy is great, and I had a great time.
I could tell. Michael Stevens, what were you guys laughing at here?
Oh, wow.
Show the camera
Okay,
and tell us.
yeah, so I did this at VidCon. This was an interview with a hilarious girl, and we talked about a lot of things. You'll have to refresh my memory, and then I'll tell you.
You guys were doing a little skit?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
A skit about what I saw, I honestly don't remember.
It's okay, then we'll let you fly on it, and we'll get to our last photo. Cool?
Yeah. Wait, so you're not even going to tell me it?
Well, you know what? We'll send it to you, and then we'll see if you remember it. We won't post it quite yet until you remember it, and then we'll go from there. Cool?
Okay.
You were doing a skit with the interview.
Was I like being too cool for her or something?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to embarrass her.
It's pretty funny though. Yeah, I wish I remembered all the details because
That's what's the backtrack.
found that video.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we have.
Oh, detectives.
And last one. What was this?
Yeah, this is hilarious. Okay, so this is after Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh.
I get a Google alert from this like paparazzi channel, and the title of this video is "We Caught You, Michael Stevens," and I'm like, oh crud! What did they catch me doing? And you watch the video and it begins with like, "We gotcha," all this like logo stuff, and I'm like, what did I do? And it's just me carrying my like laundry. Wow. And I love it because it's not even a good video. This is like zoomed in from really far away.
It's really scary.
And this is like the closest I've ever felt to an actual celebrity.
Well, you are one now, right?
I'm surprised they knew my name. Like, who recorded this and then like figured out that it's me? This is why you can't do anything wrong, because you will be recorded.
For sure. And before we let you go, Vsauce is the Twitter. They're always posting videos, but what do you really want to say to those fans that have took you to this next level and been so supportive?
The Twitter is Tweet Sauce. Vsauce was taken. It was so sad. The Instagram's Electric Pants.
Oh, I couldn't find that.
Everything. So I need to fix that then, because that should be more searchable.
For sure.
But to all the fans out there, I want to say thank you. You guys are awesome. You make me really proud for the future, excited for the future, and I owe it to you guys, so thanks.
And before we let you go, I need you to do the same thing you did for me in the beginning. You don't have to go around, but just do the voice, and we'll let you go.
Yeah. So, and as always, thanks for watching.